Grandma's favorite scriptures that she always wanted us to read in the Bible. And it's going to be Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome of the pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and then 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So yeah, I wasn't really prepared to speak tonight, and honestly, I'm a bad public speaker, so I just jotted down a few notes and something to speak on about grandma. As sad as it is to put grandma to rest tonight, I would like to enlighten everybody with the good memories and how I remember grandma, which is a woman who really lived what she preached on a daily. She was a loving mother, sister, auntie, grandmother, great-grandmother, and a great friend. She was a caring person and a warm soul to be around. I have people to this day that have only met her once and still talk about how sweet of a person she was. She was known by most of my friends as an excellent cook. As soon as you stepped in her household, she would offer you to eat at least twice. If you didn't eat. But after you smelled the aroma of her cooking, it was hard to deny it. Tonight I realized after talking to a few people that a lot of my friends didn't even really know grandma's real name. So everybody that came in contact with her knew her as grandma or mom. So it spoke a lot about her presence around people, or how loving and how she was able to communicate with people. She was a loving, caring, and forgiving, heartfelt woman. All I can say about grandma is that she always preached about forgiveness, and she always preached about loving others. She always preached about how she would want me to love someone and to never hold hatred or resentment in my heart. And that's something that I could always take with me and that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, and that I'll be able to teach to my son. She was the type of woman that whenever she spoke to you, you felt that she was really getting to know you. She wasn't the type of person that would just talk to you, or not a lot of small talk. I felt like she knew everybody after just meeting them once. And that's something that I'm really gonna miss about her. But as life goes on, I know that she's in a better place, and that she was willing, she was ready, and she was at peace with going to the afterlife. She asked us not to mourn or cry and to be happy. She would tell me, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. The only thing that's guaranteed in life is death. And that was really something that really stuck with me, because to look at her in her last weeks or her last days and see how she was just so at peace with dying, I never experienced that from anybody. And I've been around people that have passed away before, and usually you see maybe fear or regret. You didn't see none of that in grandma's eyes. You seen peace and a willing to go to the next life. And for that just gave me the strength to know that no matter what happened, that she was okay with it. And if she was okay with it, I had to be okay with it too. So as much as it hurts, or as sad as I get, or when I think I'm over it and those tough nights come, I remember how at peace she was at the end of her life. And I remember her telling me, like, I lived past my 80s. When she turned like 81, she had brought it up. She's like, I lived past my 80s, and the Bible says if you make it past your 80s, that's about the expectancy of life. And she was like, I did that. So it was just amazing at how at peace she was with it. But Tonight, I want to remember her as the person that she was, the caring, loving, warm-hearted soul that she was, that preached only good things and nothing negative. And I want to make it more of a night to enjoy her last time seeing her body, rather than being mourning and being sad, as hard as it can be. I just want everybody to know that she was at peace with it, and that she's in a better place. And thank you all for coming. I appreciate it.
I'm thankful for Grandma. I'm thankful for just like everyone has said, that she was faithful to ask what you want to eat. You never went hungry whenever you went to her house, or whenever I came back from school, high school or college, the first thing that she would ask me is, what do you want to eat? And the babies seem like a small thing, but I appreciate those things. My dad said. I should pray for him. I was always captured early in the morning. Pray for the Bible. That made a difference now. My dad silently changed his ways. A lot for God. I saw that change. I saw the difference that Jesus. And growing up, Grandma was the one that was there, hoping me, teaching me to be patient, to be kind, to help others without asking for anything back. And there came a time where I came across a crossroads. Where Jesus was knocking at my heart's door and asked me, what about you? Do you want to serve the same God? That has changed your time. I was there in 2012 when I accepted Jesus in my life. And the difference that he did in my life, I would never regret that decision to follow after Jesus. I went on to go to Bible college and graduate from there. And I'm now fulfilling my role as a staff member there, where God has called me to do what he wants me to do to impact the lives of others so that they can know what God's will is for their lives. I'm just thankful for how my grandma was faithful, not only with her devotions, but in her life. Even when she didn't think that we were watching. Sometimes we notice when she took time to pray, took time to read her Bible faithfully, that it made an impact on me to know that others have seen that same thing. I'm thankful that she was faithful to the end, and that Jesus has brought her home. There will be a day those people who we will be able to see her one day. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for Jesus, but he can make a difference in a person's life, that he has that same offer for each and every one of us.
I'm Ferdhynand. You guys may know me or not. This might sound repetitive like theirs, but Grandma was a very loving and caring person, no matter when it was either. When I was coming home from baseball games, there's always, her first question would be, what do you want to eat? I grew up with her. She's always told me she wanted to live until she's seen me graduate, and she did. You know, she's always had my back too, even when my dad was trying to spank me. She was always trying to protect me.
I must say thank you for everyone's come here. I know I'm not, well, for me, mom is like my mom, because I never grew up with my mom. Yeah. She teaches me a lot, you know. She always said, I know you're a good girl, you're a good woman. And I know you're gonna take care of my son and my grandsons. I know it's hard, and it's hard because I lived with her for a long time. And we know we have some days, bad days, good days, but she always taught us to be kind. She said, that before she got sick, or on her last, she told me that, please take care of my kids. You know, help them as much as you can. And I told her, I promise her, I will. I know we're not perfect, or I will do as much as I can. But now I know that she's watching over us. She's at peace. And we're all gonna be okay. We'll be okay. And we will continue. She always told us to go to church. Always thank God for everything. And I'm thankful for her. Showed me all of her love and everything else. And thank you all for coming.